In Green Bay, the Packers have been motivated, inspired, and encouraged by the play of their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Today, he threw for 347, Dylan, 4 touchdowns as the Packers beat the Vikings 38-25. Rodgers has now won his last 16 starts in the month of December at Lambeau Field. He has 41 touchdown passes and just 4 interceptions in those 16 December home games. What do you make of Aaron Rodgers' streak in the month of December at Lambeau Field? How impressed are you?
Insanely impressed. It's a big sample size. I mean, when you look at a whole year's worth of football and you take it over the last several seasons and just kind of slice it with December, look, the first thing that jumps out at me is there are major conditions at play in December in Lambeau Field when you're talking about Green Bay, Wisconsin. He deals well with those conditions, obviously. It's something because he was drafted with this organization. He spent his whole career here. He knows December it gets cold. December, some people kind of shy away and chatter a little bit. While their teeth are chattering, I'm throwing touchdowns. I also look at a Green Bay team that is almost every year in the playoffs, knows that you kind of have that sense, all right, it's go time. Like, we gotta flip that switch if we want to get into the playoffs and we want to put an exclamation point at the end of our season. It's time right now. And what better way to do that than taking care of our business at our home, at Lambeau Field? They've been able to do that. Aaron Rodgers is a tremendous quarterback, a former Super Bowl winner, a former MVP. We know about all the accolades from Aaron Rodgers. He's tremendously talented. He just has a sense, the same way a great shooter could be 3 for 20 going into the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. And when it's a tie game and you need a bucket, all of a sudden swish. All of a sudden he gets to the line. All of a sudden he's getting in the lane. Next thing you know, he has 17 points in the last 5 minutes, and you forget all about those first 3.5 quarters because they have a sense of, okay, none of that matters if I turn it on right now. Aaron Rodgers has that sense from a season-long perspective of realizing, look, did the run game hurt us a little bit? Was I out of sorts? Was I maybe a little something going on physically with me? None of that matters. If I could have a big December, we could win this division, and we can get hot at the right time, we could win a Super Bowl. And that's what I think we've seen in the course of Aaron Rodgers' career in December, especially at home, dealing very well with those conditions.
Want me to further blow your mind here with Aaron Rodgers in December at Lambeau Field? Again, he's won his last 16 starts in that time frame, December, at home. He's 16-1 in his career at Lambeau Field in December. He lost his first ever home start in the month of December, Week 14 of 2008 against the Texans, a last-second Chris Brown field goal.
I don't like this. I'm not doing this no more.
And he's reeled off a win in every single one of those games since that time.
That's worked.
2008, the last time he lost at home in the month of December. Aaron Rodgers might be stealing the MVP trophy in the month of December with the way he's playing right now.
Tell you, without a doubt, he's not only gotten back in the conversation, there's a lot of people that think with all these touchdowns, he now leads the league in touchdown passes, that it's going to be his award, especially if they can have the team success of winning the division, which they can do with a win next week at Detroit. They do that, I think it's his award, especially with Derek Carr going down. I think it's between him and Matt Ryan right now. Matt Ryan's still playing good ball.
Right.
Both those divisions are still up for grabs, sort of, and you look at Atlanta, they certainly look like they have an inside track to win the NFC South, but I'll tell you, if Green Bay wins the NFC North, he's going to win the MVP.
The South, I think, is already in the books for the Falcons because of the loss today for the Bucs. So there will be that team success there for the Falcons in the South. Rodgers takes on the Detroit Lions, the team that they have to beat. Win, and you win the NFC North.
Destiny's in your hands.